banking has by far been the most disrupted sector in the B2C financial services space. Over the past half decades, apps have come out at a record pace, reinventing the retail banking experience as we know it. Brazil has been no exception and has seen particular success with numerous apps helping tens of millions of people get their first bank account. But what about the fast-growing mass affluent market? For them, not only do they want to have a digital-first experience, but they also need the services and the products of more traditional banking. Enter Denq, the first all-digital bank for the young professional. Straight from Sao Paulo, Denq co-founder Stephanie Tobacco is here to tell us more. Her first experience in fintech was using Revolut, which just asked me to invite 2 friends for 40 euros. And she believes that global bank accounts are going to be the future of finance. Let's welcome Stephanie and Denq. Welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Too much stuff on my hand. Good luck.
When it comes to our market research, this is what we heard. I can't find the customer support number. The customer support agent just won't help me out. And I just don't trust that what they're selling me is in my best interest. Yet, what is the most valuable currency in the world? It's trust. This is why we do what we do. We envision a different approach to the banking system in Brazil. The current landscape has 2 parts: traditional banks and neobanks. Traditional banks bank on security and stability, while neobanks bank on agility and speed. But the thing is, nobody really trusts that traditional banks have their best interest in mind, and neobanks, they're focused simply on solving one customer pain. We're Denq. We're the intersection of the best that both have to offer. Our clients are our why. And to gain their trust, Denq will be a digital bank that banks on transparency, customer service, and technology. We will offer the same products as traditional banks, but we will go a step further. We will be the first crypto-friendly bank in Brazil. And different from neobanks, our clients will have dedicated account managers. Environmental and social causes are also very dear to us, which is why we will only back like-minded individuals, and our cards will be made out of recycled materials. We have the team, the advisors, and the network to deliver this project. I'm Stephanie. I'm a marketer with experience in high-growth startups. Tomás, my co-founder, is an economist who has structured 3 international investment funds. Our partner, Daniel, has structured 2 fintech in Brazil. And Julia is currently the COO for Baby Dodge in the US. We're backed by one of the fathers of the Brazilian real and the former secretary for the Brazilian economic policy. We're talking about a market with 220 million people, with 150 million credit cards, where fintech is expected to transact over $300 billion by 2030. A market which has seen traditional banks lose over 40% of market share to neobanks, but in which 70% of all clients are still not satisfied with the services provided. A market which has seen several notable unicorns and is about to receive its next. But the real question here today is, are you willing to miss out on the next generation of fintechs in Brazil? We're not. We're Denq. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Excellent. Love the presentation. And again, Brazil is one of the fastest growing markets on the planet. It's a huge market, and maybe it sort of flies under the radar, both because it's the only Portuguese-speaking country on that side of the world, and well, it's on the other side of the world. But yeah, so we have a few questions, if you're okay.
Sure.
Awesome. Most of the new digital banks and the neobanks are losing money right now, right? How are you going to be profitable, or is the strategy not to be profitable and just to grow?
No, the strategy is to be profitable. We're going to focus on financial products and not only on fast growth.
Okay. Being crypto-friendly how are you planning on dealing with the regulations or lack thereof around crypto?
Okay. Brazil is starting to regulate the space. Right now, we're free to do basically whatever we want, as long as we know where the money is coming from, we know who the person is.
How easy is it to get a banking license in Brazil?
A banking license is something. What we're going for is a fintech license. Basically, what we can do, we can have every single service a bank can have, but the difference is that we cannot have a physical space, which is perfect for us. Okay. So it's going to take us 6 months.
So physical space, meaning you couldn't take clients into an office?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. What is your cost of acquisition, and what is your strategy to acquire customers?
Okay. For now, we've started acquiring customers. It's around 12 to 15 reais, which is around $3 to $4, more or less. Yeah. And how are we doing this right now? We are running a pre-launch or waiting list campaign. Eventually, our goal is to partner with SaaS services such as Uber, Netflix, Spotify, because our whole concept is that we're not giving in Brazil, you see a lot of cashback cards. We're not giving users cashbacks. We're giving them benefits, like what the American Express does in the US.
Okay, excellent. How do you combine the typical freemium business model of neo/digital banking with the high quality and costly customer service you envision?
Okay. We do envision a free tier. That's the entry point to digital banking right now in Brazil. But what we are banking on and what we're aiming for is that the benefits of having a dedicated account manager, the additional discounts and benefits that you would have with our paid tiers is actually going to make people move towards the higher level, the paid tiers.
Okay, and just kind of following on that, so like the manager for each client, they're going to help them grow these assets as well, and would that be segmented into the pricing or?
Yes. About the manager, it's not that someone is going to have one dedicated manager. What we do see that it is possible to be done, because it has been done in Portugal, is that basically your history or your whole banking history is always accessible to whoever you're calling. So that's how you have a dedicated manager.
Excellent. Stephanie, thank you so much. It was very cool seeing what you had to present about Denq, and best of luck.
Thank you. Yeah.